first thing I say is understand the importance of what in psychology we call observational learning, which is, your children are watching you all the time and they're learning from you. And so if you are acting, I'm going to use this word in a psychological term, neurotic. So we talk about people's personalities, and someone who we say is neurotic is very worried, very anxious, always thinking this could happen or that could happen. And we all know these people in our lives, they drive us crazy because they're always worrying about something and thinking of the worst case scenario, etc. If that's the kind of behavior kids are seeing from their parents, if you're reflecting that level of anxiety and neurosis, your kids are going to feel that. And they're going to resonate with that, and they're going to feel worried and scared. And so one of the sort of odd things to say as a parent is you need to be a calm leader. You need to kind of reflect to them that the situation is scary. Honesty is very important with children, but I think it's also very important to make them think they're part of the solution, that they're not hiding from the virus, especially with isolation. So the kind of story that I think is valid, accurate, and that you should tell I always say students, I'm sorry, tell your children is the following: that there's this virus out there and that it is very dangerous for some of our community. The older people and the vulnerable people, and what we're doing is keeping that virus small. That virus likes to use us to grow, use our bodies to get bigger. And so we're kind of playing hide and seek with the virus. By getting away from the virus, we're preventing it from getting bigger, and that's allowing our doctors and nurses to defeat it. And so we're playing a very important part just by staying home. And making your kids kind of know that this isn't something like they're not grounded, they didn't do anything wrong, they're not hiding, they are fighting. And that's what the anxiety system wants us to do, is to fight. So I think that's important, how you talk to kids, and your calmness as a leader, to literally say, we're going to get through this. You don't have to lie. You can say it's difficult. You can understand how hard it is for them to not see their friends and all that, which is very hard for younger kids, harder than it is for us. We have to realize that. But I think at the same time, by being calm and sort of shepherding your family through this, that's the biggest thing you can do to make them feel comfortable. I will mention one other thing. If you can think of other ways of having the children play a positive force, there's simple things like in Canada, children are painting rocks now, and they're putting these painted rocks around the neighborhood. And that makes other people smile. They walk around and they see, these painted rocks, and that makes other people smile. And if you explain that to the children, you're making, a lot of people are scared right now, but you're making them smile when they see this. And so you're doing a good thing. Or maybe those older people we've talked about that don't have the connections. Could your family adopt one or two of these people during COVID and call them every day? And just tell your children this is for them, to make them feel connected because they're lonely, but it'll also be for your children because they will feel like they are helping somebody who needs help. So that kind of thing, make them part of the battle against the virus, and then they'll feel stronger. They'll feel more like they're in control, and that's very important.